Hello, welcome. Shout out to Elijah. Shout out to Rita. Shout out to Jayla. Shout out to Jesse. Sorry, thank you for your patience. Shout out to Sumi. Shout out to Yuki. Shout out to Miku. Sorry if I mispronounced your name. Shout out to Hannah. Shout out to Armin. Shout out to Kevin. Shout out to Shayla and Christopher. Shout out to Kitty. Hello everyone, welcome. Write your name in the chat if you want me to shout you out. Shout out to Nora. Shout out to Edison. Leave a like if you're enjoying the live stream. Shout out to Francis. Shout out to Willow. Shout out to Anaya. Thank you. Shout out to Aubrey. Shout out to Canvar. Shout out to Isamar. Shout out to Aiden. Whoopsie, I messed up. Shout out to Sally. Or Sally, sorry if I mispronounced your name. Shout out to Aubriana. Shout out to Leah. Shout out to Bexley. Shout out to Songan. Sorry if I mispronounced your name. Leave a like if you're enjoying the live stream. Shout out to Roger. Shout out to Luke. Shout out to Zian. Shout out to Jasmine. Shout out to Mike. Shout out to Presley. Write your name in the chat if you want me to shout you out. Shout out to Ed. Shout out to Matt. Shout out to Alice. Shout out to Blake. Shout out to Nicole. Shout out to Eduardo. Shout out to Carly, or what is it? Carol Sue. Shout out to Carol Sue. Thank you so much. I truly appreciate it. Shout out to Carol Sue. Thank you for your support. Shout out to Navi. Sorry if I mispronounced your name. Shout out to Carol. Thank you so much. Shout out to Skylar. Shout out to Genesis. Shout out to Connor. Shout out to Mendoza. Shout out to is it what? A Landanaphone? Is that correct? Thank you for your patience. Shout out to Mila. Shout out to Peyton. Shout out to Bella. Shout out to Sutton. Shout out to Darylyn. Shout out to Lexi. Shout out to Lee. Shout out to, there we go. Shout out to Judy. Yeah, I was frozen too on my side. Am I unfrozen now? Shout out to Emmy. Shout out to Mila or Mila. Shout out to Lennon. Shout out to Isla. Sorry if I mispronounced your name. Shout out to Sydney. Shout out to Giselle. Shout out to Riley or Riley. Shout out to Faith. Shout out to Ezra. Shout out to Madeline. Shout out to Jean. Shout out to Frank. Shout out to Zay. Shout out to Seth. Shout out to Bishop. Please like and subscribe if you're enjoying the live stream. Shout out to Storm. Shout out to Chinelli. I'm so sorry if I mispronounced your name. Shout out to Portland. Shout out to Kalia. Shout out to Janet. Shout out to Mila. Thank you for subscribing. Shout out to Cooper. Shout out to Judy. Shout out to Kirsten. Shout out to Lily. Shout out to Mac. Shout out to Fernando. Please like and subscribe if you're enjoying the live stream. I live stream every day. Normally at like an hour later, but this week my hours are a little bit different. Shout out to Chloe. I'm gonna write Chloe again because the L is squished. There we go. Shout out to Brielle. Shout out to Jarek. Shout out to Lycan. Shout out to Brandon. Shout out to Janine. Shout out to Braylon. Shout out to Lydia. Shout out to Mia. Shout out to Kadria or Kadria. Sorry if I mispronounce your name. Shout out to Anna. Shout out to Trinity. Shout out to Francesca. Shout out to Charlie. Shout out to Anna. Oh, I got Anna right here. Shout out to Louisa. Shout out to Aurora. Shout out to, is it Cloudy? Shout out to Rita. Shout out to Ariel. Shout out to Jay. Shout out to Imani. Shout out to Carmelo. Shout out to Rose. Whoops. Shout out to Liana. Shout out to Yunche. Shout out to Jade. Shout out to Caleb. Sorry if I mispronounce your name. Shout out to these people. On to the next page. Please like and subscribe if you enjoy the live stream. I live stream every day around the same time as this. Actually, a little bit later, more like 1 hour later. But I still live stream every day. If you're interested, please subscribe to my channel. It will help me out a lot. Your support means the world to me. So thank you so much for being here. Thank you for taking the time to write your name. I truly appreciate it. Shout out to Brennan. Shout out to Jeter. Shout out to Adriana. Shout out to Riley. Shout out to Sophia. Shout out to Nora. Shout out to Jason. Shout out to Anna. Shout out to Bernice. Shout out to Audrey. Shout out to Josh. Shout out to Ramses. Shout out to Alex. Shout out to Lydia. Shout out to Golly. Shout out to Cloudy. Shout out to Jamila. Shout out to Sophia. Shout out to Angel. Shout out to Abu. Shout out to Camila. Shout out to Nora. Shout out to Francie. Shout out to Bella. Shout out to Ashley. Shout out to Shayla. Shout out to Christopher. Shout out to Caleb. Please like and subscribe if you're enjoying the live stream. Shout out to Danya Jones. Thank you so much. I truly appreciate it. Shout out to Danya Jones. I'm so sorry if I mess up your name. Shout out to Glenda. Shout out to Crystal. Shout out to Tina. Shout out to Nick. Shout out to Trinity. Shout out to Mason. Shout out to Ezra. Shout out to Crystal, I got you. Shout out to Kristen. Shout out to Nevaeh. Shout out to Samaya. Shout out to Nevaeh. I spelled your name wrong. Shout out to Jeremiah Munoz. Thank you so much. I truly appreciate it. Shout out to Jeremiah Munoz. Shout out to Amber. Shout out to Yara. Shout out to Araya. Shout out to Melvin. Shout out to Mason. Shout out to Kyle. Shout out to Juan. Shout out to Olivia. Shout out to Oliver. Shout out to Boomy. Shout out to Yara. Shout out to Kate. Shout out to Lisa. Shout out to Mateo. Shout out to Layla. Shout out to these people. Shout out to Lulu. Shout out to Crystal. Shout out to Darielle. Shout out to Isa. Shout out to Nora. Shout out to Marcos. Shout out to Naomi. Whoops, I spelled Naomi wrong. Oh no. Okay, there we go. Shout out to Naomi. Shout out to Markellius. Shout out to Steven. Shout out to Jeremiah. Shout out to Jackson. Please like and subscribe if you're enjoying the live stream. Shout out to Aline. Shout out to Theodora. Shout out to Addison. Shout out to Abram. Shout out to April. Shout out to Taylin. Shout out to Avisa. Shout out to Cooper. Shout out to Uriel. Shout out to Kira. Shout out to Scarlett. Shout out to Alisa. Shout out to Jaden. Shout out to River. Shout out to Cruz. Shout out to Alora. Leave a like if you're enjoying the live stream. Thank you so much for being here. I truly appreciate it. Shout out to Harper. Shout out to Livier. Sorry if I mispronounce your name. Shout out to Scarlett. Shout out to Thomas. Shout out to James. Shout out to Rumi. Shout out to Emmanuel. Shout out to Jasmine. Shout out to Jude. Shout out to Noor. Shout out to Paige. Shout out to Brooks. Shout out to Kova. Shout out to Aliana. Shout out to Johanna. Shout out to Reese. Shout out to Levi. Shout out to Ray Rios. Shout out to Athena. Shout out to Klasai. Sorry if I mispronounce your name. Shout out to Claire. Shout out to Jamila. Shout out to Lauren. Shout out to Raven. Shout out to Benjamin. Shout out to Addie. Shout out to Delilah. Shout out to Jocelyn. Shout out to these people. Please like and subscribe if you enjoy the live stream. I live stream every day. I might do another live stream later on today. I'm not sure. Other than that, thank you so much for being here. I truly appreciate it. Thank you for taking the time to write your name. Please check out my channel. I'm Ness from NessDIYcorner. I hope you can check it out and leave some likes around some of my other content. Thank you so much for being here. Take care. I will see you all next time.